Who says a cookout has to be bad for you? Chef Andy Little is here today with some healthy grilling tips. He's a James Beard Award semifinalist and the chef at Josephine. We always have to throw that out there because it's just amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, we love it when you come back. So we've got the 4th of July coming up.
Yep.
We're going to do some barbecuing. People are going to be out there on the grill.
Yeah.
You have brought in a beautiful pork chop. Tell us about this.
So we're bringing the grill inside, first of all, which is, you know, okay.
Yeah.
And if it rains, you might have to do that.
Yes.
But grilling and generally cooking in the summer should be quick and easy.
Yes.
So we have this great pork chop here, really simply seasoned, salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil. We're just going to throw it on the grill.
Nice. Ooh, listen to that sear.
And then it's really difficult to kind of screw up summer cooking because basically if you go to the market and you have a good bottle of olive oil and some vinegar at home, you're set.
Really?
So the base for this pork chop is just some arugula, some fennel. It could be zucchini and squash. They're kind of overflowing right now at the market. Simple sliced tomatoes, but just get a little bit of nice olive oil on it. And I think the biggest key for summer grilling and for summer cooking is to just kind of get out of your way. You know, the tendency is you feel like you want to put 16 different ingredients on the plate.
Right.
And the reality of it is...
And that was just vinegar?
That was lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
So,
oh, yeah. Okay.
Lemon juice, lime juice, any type of acid.
Right.
And just, you know, kind of lightly dress these greens.
You're juicing it. Okay, so I got to ask you about the olive oil.
Yep.
I have been reading about people doing olive oil shots because of the health properties.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Is that the same as the Tide Pod eating thing? I think that's not, it might be the opposite.
Opposite. Like that, but not that. 180. So when you're looking at olive oil, like how do you know what's really good? Because I go in there and I just get blind. They're just all over the place. I don't know which one is good and which one isn't.
I mean, really great to be able to go to a place where you can taste it.
Right. Oh, okay.
So, you know, there are some places
Urban
now
Market does that. Yeah,
where you can go and taste it. That's really important. The smell of it, I mean, if you smell that olive oil, it's going to be fruity.
Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah.
So the smell of it's really important. But honestly,
fruity.
Yes.
just like anything else with food, if you can get in and taste it, and
That's the
you know,
best.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The idea that if you go and buy the most...
shot?
Oh, yeah.
Let's not do shots
We're
right
not
now.
going to do shots of olive oil.
That if you go and just buy the most expensive bottle of whatever, probably not the...
Well, and that's
not
the
a great
key.
way to go.
That's the thing, because I look at it and I see the price points, and I'm like, well, that one's, you know, $20. It's probably going to be more... It's better for me than the $10 one.
What it's going to be is more expensive.
Okay. This is why we love this guy.
So,
he breaks it down, gives you the truth.
Season this side, and then we have one finished here. And right now, I brought a little rhubarb glaze. So pureed rhubarb, a little bit of thyme and garlic, and that just glazes the top of the pork chop. But again, not a real heavy sauce.
Okay.
We just want to, you know, let's hang around with the vegetables and a little bit of meat. So we'll just make.
See, this is. Oh, you're making it beautiful.
So we make a little nest. Put the pork chop in the middle,
Put
and
the pork
then
chop in the nest.
We have these cool. Thank you.
Do you have your tongs? It always impresses me when you bring your little.
I probably have some spoons.
It's got little floating flowers.
Okay.
So these, you know, we grow all these little edible flowers in front of Josephine. So when you're jogging past or when you come in for dinner and you see somebody in a white coat out picking flowers and leaves and everything, they're going to end up on your plate, which is really kind of fun.
That's beautiful. Look
So,
at you.
and just kind of a neat way to make your plate look nice and pretty and doesn't cost anything. And then you'll get the cool Sizzler grill marks. I spent $40,000 on a culinary education to be able to pull that off.
Looks nice.
That's impressive, brother. That is impressive. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about properly cooking pork.
Yep.
If you don't have a meat thermometer, how long are you going to leave this in? Because that's the one that's so tricky for me. I feel like I overdo it every time.
This probably needs about 6 or 7 minutes per side.
Okay.
But when I grew up, you know, my dad would throw a steak on the grill, and then he would go mow the lawn.
Right.
And then we would have dinner.
Right, right.
So there are so many tools you can get now. Little thermometers, the thermometers that hook up to your phone that will beep and say, pull it off the grill. I have this really neat Bluetooth thermometer, and don't be afraid to use it. I use it at home all the time.
Okay.
I throw a steak on and go get a beer, and it's like, it's going to tell me when it's done, so it's not like the 3-beer rule.
Okay.
It's just pull it off when the thermometer goes off.
Depending on how fast you drink the 3 beers.
Right, yeah. So,
It could be 3, could be 5.
use technology to your advantage. And then the other thing, really, just, keep it real simple. That's the nicest thing about summer eating.
It is beautiful.
Go to the market and find really, really great products.
Love what you're doing. Josephine is in the 12 South neighborhood. You can make a reservation. Go check it out. Their menu's online as well. Josephineon12.com. One of my favorite places. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.